Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back to the channel. I am Said Stevie. And before I get into the video that I'm about to record, I would like to give a shout out to my good pal and my personal favorite channel, Mattisfaction. Maddie is so close to getting to 1K, 1,000, as it were, subs on his channel. And we'd like to see him get there as soon as possible. He is currently sitting at 926 subs. And so close. So very close. Yeah, Maddie is a good dude. Awesome content. Brings his son Eli on, Mini Faction, and has the whole family on. Cheapskate and Micro Faction make appearances as well. And it's a fabulous channel. So if you haven't checked him out, please do so. Again, this is his awesome channel logo designed by Gary, the Last Ranger, who also designed my logo. And I also want to give a shout out to Maddie. He now has his own White Mountain Knives affiliate code. So you can save 10% by using Keister10. That's right, KSTR10 will save you 10% on your order. Help support his channel. And yeah, go show Mattisfaction some love. Some Said Stevie subscriber love if you haven't already, please. Anywho, shout out to Mattisfaction. All right, so what are we talking about today? Well, today we are talking about Brass Brigade, Jason Grant, the Grant Gripper. Here is my card of authenticity. You can see here is the knife. There is the Grant Gripper. I got number 42 out of 150. That's my favorite lucky number. So it didn't come in a pouch or anything, no wiping cloth. Just came in a package with a little plastic baggie. I have a pouch and plenty of wiping cloths that I'll probably put it in. But yeah, here it is. I got the gray titanium with the satin blade. Look at that awesome Warncliffe blade. Nice hollow grind on there. Best Tech is the OEM on here. He did a phenomenal job at designing this knife. This started out as a sketch on a paper towel or napkin while he was on vacation. He did some customs through S&G Knives and ended up going with a production model. Again, I checked out the prototype, and there are a couple of changes. I think the main one is the backspacer. Or excuse me, I'm pointing at the pocket clip there. My phone's making all sorts of noises. I should probably put that on vibration. But he had some changes to the pocket clip there. Added the logo, his G logo there. And there's a little bit better retention to the clip. It does go in and out of pocket just fine. I love this knife. A nice, generous choil. This is a 3.5-inch blade. I didn't see the specs on his website, so I don't have the complete specs on this, but it's close to, I'd say, a 9-inch knife. Good ergos. Awesome jimping. Nailed the jimping. I always say in all my videos, if you're going to give me jimping, give me some good full spine jimping. And he did that on the design there. And you can see it goes right in line with the backspacer there. In just awesome, much anticipated knife. Front flipper action there. Back flipper. You got the hole for deployment. Can I get that with my thumb? I haven't tried that. No, that'll take some work because I'm not good at thumb flipping. Yes, and then even if you get down here at the fuller, you got that. This knife is currently sold out. You can't get it. If you didn't get in on the pre-order, sorry. He might have some available later, but as of right now, this is sold out. He also had a blacked out version. I wanted this one though. So, as you can see, the action is good. I'd say darn near great as is. It's fully centered. We got no blade play, back to forth, side to side. However, I want to take it apart and clean it. And I may or may not have some bearings to put in here. I don't know what size this are. I'm guessing it's either going to be 5mm or 1/4 inch. If it's 5mm, I'm SOL. Don't have any 5mm skiffs. But if they're 1/4 inch, I actually have some 6mm that I can use. So let's get into taking it apart. Busting out my good screw basic bitch driver, bit driver, along with my WIA bits. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is a T8 all around. Yep, it is. So let's start back to front there. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And let's start here. So, like I said, I go back to front on all my knives. I got front, back, and side to side. Now that I'm monetized, I can't sing and shit. That's kind of disappointing. Or I guess if I do, I just don't make the 40 some odd cents or 8 cents, whatever it is, off of a video. But, oh well. Hands are a little shaky, and that's because, beverage check, I'm drinking some of my turbo homebrew coffee, black like my soul, out of my, I don't want to spill it, but I got my Said Stevie mug. Got a little bit of the jitters. All right, let's start on the pivot here. All right. I know he did a great job at doing a QC, so it's not that this knife necessarily needed this, but I'm in a knife maintenance role, and I want to clean up my knives. So, okay, that looks like it is. Those are going to be 1/4 inch. So, do I have those? Yes, I have some 6mm rocket glides. Let's see if those are going to work there. Check the fitment on the pivot. Yes. Yep. So you can see they're just slightly smaller than the 1/4 inch. But yeah. So I'm going to drop these 6mm in there. We'll see what happens. Right off the bat, one of the things I love on a knife is a incorporated stop pin. I like that. That keeps the blade centered, as Patina Turner pointed out to me on my Arius video recently. But yeah, I like it when they do that. Again, this knife doesn't look particularly dirty, but I'm going to give it a little spritzy spritz of some alcohol and get this thing cleaned up. The little bit that, you know, again, it's not dirty, but I'm just going to, I got it apart. I may as well. You can see that there is also I'm going to assume this is some sort of hardened steel lock bar insert, ceramic detent on there. And give this blade a quick little wipe down. So if I do this right, this will post on Wednesday for Wharncliffe Wednesday. Look at that. And you'll see some Wharncliffe Wednesday, maybe even some Wu-Tang Wharncliffe Wednesday action on Instagram tomorrow. So, okay, got everything spritzed down there. I gotta find something to do with my camera mount here, because I can see how it's bouncing around and whatnot. So I gotta figure that out eventually. All right. You know, I had been using Slick-O-Mall, but, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad product by any means, but I like my KPL. I need to get some nano oil, as I've mentioned a couple times, but I just, you know, I like my KPL, and that's just what's been my go-to. And not because of this, but I do have a KPL affiliate link that you will see in the description of every video. So if you want to pick some up, you can use my code and save yourself some money. One thing I didn't notice until now, this is a D-shaped pivot on there. I don't like D-shaped pivots. I like them when they're more captured on the inset into the show side of the liner, because it can be hard to line that up sometimes. It's a very, very, very minor gripe that I have there. I'm going to put a little smear on the track for the stop pin. I'm doing it off camera. Put a little smear there, a little smear there. And then I'm going to put some KPL Heavy on the detent ball, and then on the detent ball track. Again, run my knives a little wet, as I say. All right, so we have lubrication in play. Let's, you know what? Yeah, no, I lubed the inside of that. That's just fine. All right, so let's sit. Oh, I did put the bearing in. Haha. Get myself flustered. All right, so is that where it needs to be? Probably not. It needs to be right about there. Drop the pivot or the other bearing into there. I forgot to put a couple drops on there. All right, now let's I didn't point out you do have some nice internal milling. The back spacer is captured by those pivot or those barrel spacers. So, did that want to go in there right? I don't think it did. No, it did not. See, that's what can be a pain in the arse about that. There we go. There we go. All right, now we're in business. So I am going to do it in reverse. Start with the pivot. Just barely get things going here. Tune the action as I go. Tighten the body screws and the pivot once I have it dialed in. But as I said, because of the way the stop pin is incorporated, it's probably already centered. No, it's not, but it will be as soon as I tighten that pivot down. All right, now we're back on center. And I'm going to snug these body screws down just a skosh. Then we'll check the action. I bet you it's improved. I'll bet you. How much you want to bet me? How much you want to bet me? All right, let's, well, before I flick it, I'm just going to check for blade play. No blade play there. Let's get the lubrication working, and let's give it a middle finger flick. Whoa, hey, you're not supposed to be... disregard that. All right, let's check the, whoa! That just bit me. Look at how much that improved the action. Holy moly. That turned into... Look at that. No blade play whatsoever, and that's turned into... that improved the action dramatically. Is that the bearings? Maybe a little bit. Is it the lubrication? Maybe a little bit. Is it the adjustment of the pivot screw and the body screws? Perhaps. Put it all together, and that's how you tune a knife. Nothing Nothing difficult about that whatsoever. This action is greatly improved there. Boom. It's biting me. Look at that. You see that? You see that right there? Look at my thumb, I've said before, looks like Dusty Rhodes' forehead. It's been nicked so many times from knives that are just so damn sharp. But, yeah, I'm extremely happy with the action of this knife. It's not a complete guillotine, but it drops. I mean, you know. Decent on this is pretty dang good. It's, I'd say, on the stronger side. You know, it takes a little bit for it to come out. Action on the back flipper, good. You give it a good, it's more of a light switch. Again, I like the jimping that they did on there. It's done well. Let's see, the front flipper, you got that nub. Oh, there it is. Look at, I didn't realize it. There on the face of the blade, or the top of the front flipper there, you see number 42. That's so awesome. I love it. But you got the good jimping right there, that little corner to boom, fire out there. And then around the hole here, it's been knocked down really well. You don't have any sharp edges or anything. Again, no hot spots whatsoever. Pocket clip touches your palm, but it feels really good. That jimping right there. They rounded off the corners. That's always a little something there that can be annoying when they don't round off the edge there. So it's not biting you at all. If you want to choke up, yes, you have to have that in between your finger. It's always nice to have a little bit more of a flat spot, but can't really achieve that with a flipper also. So, boom, it locks in. So you see it spread your forefinger and middle finger apart a little bit. That's for you, Satisfaction. But yeah, Jesus Christ. All my notifications on this phone are popping up, and that sucks. Well, I thought my notifications were popping up on the video that I was recording, forgetting that's not how things work. I'm using a new screen mirroring app on my computer, so I can see what I'm looking at as I'm doing it, because I can't see what I'm recording. But, and, you know, making sure I'm in frame. So that's good, because that was a notification that I don't think oh, Jesus, I wanted people to see. But as I was saying, ergos on this are spot on with that finger choil. And I didn't go back and watch what else I had covered, and I already forgot what I was talking about. But I think I'm pretty much close to wrapping this up either way. Again, the action is greatly improved on this. I can probably even get it just a little bit more. That doesn't affect the centering. Doesn't affect the up and down. Ooh, now listen to it. Ooh, I like that. I like it when there's new sounds. Yeah. So there's no blade play whatsoever. No up and down, no side to side. Centering is there. Just loosened the pivot a skosh. How loose can I get this pivot? I need to get my Vibrotite in. Ooh, listen to that, man. I dig that. That is the way I like it. Are acoustics and sounds for a knife important? Nope. Do I like it when a knife makes cool sounds? Yep. Again, this is not a review I know there's been a lot, and I've said this pretty much from day one. There's been a lot to say about what's a review and what's not a review, and have you chopped down trees for a year and resharpened your knife 1,000 times before you can call it a full review? I don't give a shit about that stuff, and that's not what I do. If that is what you do, that's awesome, man. I think that's seriously, I'm not even being a dickhead about it. I think that is awesome that you do that you hard use your shit. I don't anymore. I used to be a really hard use guy when I was in the field and I was a plumber in the field. I'm not anymore though. So I'm never going to really hard use my knives. I'm more of a knife collector. And I let you know if I think shit's cool or not. So that's really all I'm going to say about that. But if you came to this for a full review, I can't give it to you because I just got this knife. This is more of a first impressions overview of this. So that's my little rant on that. Yeah, that's exactly where I want this action, though. So what I was saying is the acoustics of a knife are not important as a tool. It doesn't do anything for you. Is fidgetability make this tool any better than any other knife? No, but it can make some shit cool, right? And to me, I want cool shit, and yes, I want it to perform. I know that this is going to cut. Do I know how the heat treat on this M390 that Bestech did on it is going to turn out in the long term? No. Am I ever going to use it enough for it to make a freaking matter? No, I'm not. Rant over. One thing I will say, one of the reasons why I got this version is because it's a blank slate. Now, I'm probably going to have this, some work done on it. I would like to have this bead blasted, but I don't want to lose out on the number 42 there. So I'll have to work that out. And then I think that the pivot collars, what I'd like to see it do is bead blast the blade to kind of match the pocket clip. And then, although these are not titanium screws, I don't know, maybe do something with that. But then maybe do like a blackened heat ano to the scales. And then, I don't know, maybe like a dark blue or a purple or something to the pivot collars. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I went on a little bit of rant there, but it is something that's it's been talked about as of late, and I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there about it anyway. And, you know, it doesn't really matter to me what side of the coin you're on. I think at this point, if you regularly come to my channel, you know what you're in for. I said rant over and then I keep ranting. I'm sorry, fellas and fellettes. I'll get off my soapbox now. There you have it. The Grant Gripper, designed by Jason Grant, a.k.a. Brass Brigade. Shoot straight. I will link Jason Grant, a.k.a. Brass Brigade's Instagram in the description. That's the best way to get updates and find out what else he's got going on. He does have another budget type knife that he's working on, similar to this. But yeah, that's what I got for you today, folks. How freaking cool is it that it's number 42? That's awesome. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Appreciate you folks. And until the next one, I will talk to you. Oh, and don't forget, go subscribe to Mattisfaction. And if you're going to purchase from White Mountain Knives, use code KSTR10 to save some money. And until the next one, folks, I will talk to you mofos later. Deuces.